Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are in the best of health. So in today's lecture we will be continuing the kinds of adjective. I have told you earlier that adjective is that part of speech that modifies a noun or that tells something more about a noun. So the type number one that we will be discussing today is interrogative adjective. So as the name itself suggests that it is the adjective that is used to ask questions. That do remember that it is always followed by a noun. What, whose, and which. These three words are interrogative adjective. For example, if I say, what kind of books do you read? Now, this what is modifying kind of books. So this is interrogative adjective. Next is whose pen is this? Now this word whose is modifying pen. Got it? Next is emphasizing adjective. Name itself is telling you that it is the adjective that is used to emphasize, that is used to lay the stress on the particular noun. Vary and own, these two are the words that are emphasizing adjectives. For example, if I use in some sentences, it would be like, for example, I have seen this with my own eyes. Now, this own is modifying eyes and it is laying stress on eyes. It is emphasizing eyes. Then this very course is a piece of cake for me. Now this very is emphasizing and adding to the meaning of the course. Mind your own business. Here on again is emphasizing adjective. Then comes denominal adjective. Denominal adjectives are basically derived from nouns. For example, it's scientific from science, wooden from wood. Don't get confused between the adjectives that were derived from the proper noun. This one is derived from the common nouns. For example, if I say I bought a wooden table, now this wooden is actually denominal adjective and it is telling the quality of the table and what sort of table it is, that is wooden table. I wore my golden earrings. Now this golden is modifying earrings and telling us about the kind of earrings. Next is dative adjectives. The name itself is suggesting that it denotes a permanent state that is not in the control of the possessor. It is not in the control of the person who is having the attribute. For example, I say wise, he is being wise. So that's, this quality is God gifted, that someone is wise or not, and it is not in the possessor's control to be wise. Do remember that these sort of adjectives cannot be used in progressive constructions and imperatively. For example, I cannot say be wise. Okay. Next is we are being very patient with you. We cannot say like, patienting with you. No. These sort of adjectives cannot be used in progressive constructions and imperatively. Next is dynamic state adjectives. Dynamics adjectives are actually to some extent in the control of possessor. The one who is having the qualities can control them. For example, if I am doing something, I can be careful about that. That's in the control of myself, and we can use them in progressive sentences as well as in imperative sentences. For example, if I say be careful, so now I can use this careful in progressive or imperative sentences, and it is also in my control to be careful. Next is gradable and non-gradable adjectives. Gradable adjectives are actually those attributes that can be measured in degrees. Gradable, that we can grade them. There are some certain degrees. For example, that is a positive degree. We can compare some attributes. We can just consider some attribute. If a person is having an attribute that he can be considered superior among all, so that would be superlative degree. For example, if I say old, older, oldest, short, shorter, shortest. This old, older, oldest, I have graded it, the attribute. I have graded the adjective. So it would be gradable adjective. Then comes non-gradable adjectives. So non-gradable adjectives are the attributes that cannot be measured in degrees. For example, awful. I cannot say awfuler, awfulest. No. It cannot be measured in degrees. Something is awful, that's awful. There is no degree to it. Okay, these two types are really important, that are attributive and predicative adjectives. Do remember that attributive adjectives are those adjectives which modifies a noun that follows it, for or that which that comes after it. Do remember that attributive adjective is an adjective which comes before a noun. For example, if I say good girl, now this good is adjective and that has come before the girl and modifying this girl. And predicative adjectives are the adjective that comes, at predicate position, and they come after linking verbs or copular verbs. For example, if I say she is happy, now happy is coming after linking verb, that is, and it is at predicate position. So that's all from today's lecture. I hope you have enjoyed it and you have learned a lot. If you have any question or suggestion regarding to my videos, you can mention it in comment box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.